What distinguishes ghosts from spirits or other supernatural beings? The concepts of spirits, ghosts, and supernatural beings are often interrelated and have similarities across cultures and spiritual beliefs. However, there are several differences between ghosts and spirits or other supernatural beings, namely, ghost usually refers to the spirit of a person who has passed away, whereas spirit can refer to any spiritual entity that has no physical form and whose existence can come from various sources such as nature, gods, or humans. Ghosts are often thought to have a more concrete nature than spirits and can be seen or heard by humans directly, while spirits can have an invisible presence or can only be felt by people with certain spiritual abilities. Magical beings can refer to entities other than ghosts or spirits, such as fairies, jinn or ghosts of inanimate objects, which have different powers or abilities. However, these differences can vary depending on cultural or spiritual beliefs regarding ghosts, spirits or other supernatural beings. Are ghosts visible only to spiritually sensitive people, or can they be seen by anyone? In general, most people believe that ghosts can only be seen by people who are spiritually sensitive or have certain supernatural abilities, such as psychics or witch doctors. However, there are also many reports of people reporting seeing ghosts in people who have absolutely no spiritual ability or sensitivity. The scientific explanation for this phenomenon is still unclear. Some scientists believe that ghost visions may occur due to disturbances in the brain or eyes, such as hallucinations or excess oxygen in the eyes. However, these experiences can also be caused by psychological or emotional factors such as stress, anxiety or trauma. In many cases, the experience of seeing a ghost may be a subjective experience that occurs in certain individuals and cannot be understood or felt by others. Therefore, whether ghosts can only be seen by spiritually sensitive people or can be seen by anyone is still a topic of debate in the field of paranormal and science. How to tell the difference between good and bad ghosts? In popular belief, ghosts are often associated with negative energy or bad and frightening qualities. However, there are several ways to tell the difference between good and bad ghosts, including, pay attention to your mood and emotions around the ghost. If you feel comfortable and calm, the ghost may have good energy. On the other hand, if you feel uncomfortable or scared, the ghost may have bad energy. Watch for physical signs like room temperature or humidity. Ghosts with positive energy can make a room feel warm and cozy, while ghosts with negative energy can make a room feel cold or clammy. Pay attention to the ghost's interactions and behavior. Ghosts with positive energy will usually interact gently and find it pleasant, while ghosts with negative energy tend to be aggressive or scary. Ask yourself about the ghost's goals or intentions. Good ghosts tend to have the goal of helping or protecting people, while bad ghosts have the goal of creating fear or trouble. However, it is important to remember that distinguishing between good and bad ghosts is subjective and can vary depending on cultural beliefs and individual experiences. Therefore, it is important to respect the beliefs and experiences of others when dealing with ghosts or other spiritual entities. And, I do not recommend you to communicate with ghosts. First, if ghosts really exist, you may be communicating with an evil ghost who is in a good mood answering your questions. Secondly, if ghosts really didn't exist, then that would make you look like a madman. Do ghosts have the ability to affect human life physically? In popular belief, ghosts are often thought to have the ability to physically influence human life. However, there is no scientific evidence to support this claim. Some people believe that ghosts can affect the flow of energy in the physical environment, causing changes in temperature, lighting, or sound. However, this cannot be explained scientifically. On the other hand, some people believe that ghosts can affect human life through psychological influence. Fear or worry about ghosts can affect a person's mental and emotional health, which can impact physical health and quality of life. Additionally, some people believe that ghosts can affect a person's luck or success, whether in terms of work, finances, or relationships. However, back again that there is no scientific evidence to support these claims. Many other factors affect a person's health, luck and success, and ghosts cannot be considered as the main factor or the only cause in human life. Why do some people report seeing ghosts resembling those of people who have died? The experience of seeing a ghost similar to someone who has died is often associated with a phenomenon known as apparitions, or visit from spirits. Some people believe that the spirits of the dead can still be seen or felt in this world, especially if they have a specific message or mission to convey to the living. The scientific explanation of this phenomenon is not fully understood, but several theories try to explain this phenomenon as the result of complex brain activity. One theory is that the experience of seeing a ghost similar to that of a deceased person may result from brain activity producing strong images or memories of that person, and then creating those images in the visual experience. In addition, some people also believe that the experience of seeing ghosts can occur due to disturbances in the energy or environment around us, thus creating a visual experience or wrong perception. Some people also believe that the experience of seeing ghosts can occur due to certain psychological conditions, such as stress, anxiety, or emotional trauma. However, it returns again that there is no definitive scientific explanation for this phenomenon, and individual experiences may vary depending on their cultural background, beliefs, and personal interpretations. I had an experience. One day my cousin saw her father who had died long ago lying under her bedroom window. She was very scared, screaming very loudly and shaking. She just told me that her late father was lying under the window. He was wearing a suit that used during his death ceremony, because she was very scared at that time. I just tried to calm her down and didn't ask much. A few days after that incident, out of curiosity about what she had seen and why she was so scared at that time, I finally asked, "Was it when Opa came to you with a scary face? Like a scary ghost in a movie? Was his clothes full of blood and part of his face was crushed with moving maggots so you were shaking and scared a lot at that time?" And she said, "No. He was the same as the last time we saw him before being buried. His suit was clean and he smiled at me. But the fact that he has died, and suddenly appears in front of you, somehow it's very scary, even though I really miss him." I think it's about her beliefs and her religion. How to summon or communicate with ghosts. Before answering this question, it's worth reminding that summoning or communicating with ghosts can be risky and not always advisable. It is possible for unwanted or even dangerous things to happen, especially if you do not have sufficient knowledge or experience in this matter. Therefore, if you want to try, you should do it carefully and wisely. Here are some common ways that people wish to summon or communicate with ghosts. Meditation or prayer. Some people use meditation or prayer as a way to summon or communicate with ghosts. This involves creating a calm environment and focusing on the intention to communicate with the spirits. Ouija board or spirit board. Ouija board or spirit board is often used as a tool to communicate with ghosts. The way it works is by placing your finger on a board that has certain letters, numbers, and words on it, and letting the ghost move the board to spell out a message. Rituals or ceremonies. Some people use rituals or ceremonies as a way to summon or communicate with ghosts. This involves using certain objects or symbols and saying certain words to summon ghosts. Doing research in places that are considered haunted. Some people go to places that are considered to be haunted or inhabited by ghosts to try to communicate with them. Using technology. Some people use technology such as EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, or other devices to record sounds or images that may be from ghosts. However, once again, it is advised to be careful when communicating with ghosts. It is always important to weigh the risks and take care of your mental and physical health. Is there a connection between the UFO phenomenon and ghosts? In general, there is no direct link between the UFO phenomenon and ghosts. UFO phenomena refer to reports of flying objects that cannot be identified and are often associated with extraterrestrial life, while ghosts refer to entities or spirits that some people believe to exist in another world. However, some people believe that the appearance of the UFO phenomenon can be related to paranormal activity, including ghost sightings. Some studies have even linked the UFO phenomenon to strong electromagnetic activity, which is believed to trigger paranormal visions or experiences. However, This relationship is still being debated and has no solid evidence. Can ghosts communicate with humans through dreams? Some people believe that ghosts can communicate with humans through dreams. In some cultures, dreams are seen as a means of communication between the physical and spiritual worlds. People who have lost loved ones sometimes report having dreams about the person and feeling that this is a way for them to communicate with the person's spirit. On the other hand, people who believe they are being watched or haunted by a ghost may report that the ghost is communicating with them through dreams. While there is no solid scientific evidence that ghosts can actually communicate through dreams, such experiences are still considered significant for some people. Why are some places considered haunted places, and always associated with the presence of ghosts? Some places are considered haunted places, or haunted places because of stories or legends relating to paranormal activity or supernatural experiences. For example, places such as old buildings, hospitals or prisons that have long been abandoned or used as places of torture or execution are often perceived as haunted. In addition, places that are known for tragic events such as natural disasters or major accidents can also be considered haunted places because it is believed that negative energies or spirits are trapped there. Some people believe that haunted places can have memories or retain traces of energy from the traumatic events that occurred there, which may affect the experiences of those who visit the places. Some haunted places can also have physical or environmental conditions that promote fear or tension, such as darkness, eerie silence, or collapsing buildings. All of these factors can affect people's perception of the place and make it more likely that they will have paranormal experiences or feel that a ghost is present. You remember, when I told my experience with my cousin, when he saw his father's ghost, it happened at my aunt's house, my aunt's new house. Even my cousin's father had died long ago when my aunt bought the house. But, how did Grandpa know about that house? Does after death and becoming a ghost, someone will have knowledge and superpowers? I think they rushed to buy the house, without knowing the Cheap history, or maybe because their religion teaches them not to be afraid of ghosts. Because Cheap is a former massacre site when there was an inter-religious war in the area, all the neighbors said that the house it's creepy. And when some men were cleaning out an old well in the backyard, they found several human skulls and skeletons. I think it's only natural because of the dark history that has happened in that area. Apart from that, it was not only my cousin who experienced a scary incident in that house. A Muslim guest of theirs stayed at the house. Who knows what happened? The man woke up from his sleep and ran away in fear, because he was so scared that the Muslim man even hugged the Bible that was located on the sitting room. The next morning he told my aunt's husband a scary incident, that an old man with a scary face chased him and wanted to strangle him, so he was very scared. After surviving 4 years in that house and experiencing many scary events and unacceptable logic, my aunt and her husband sold the house back to the owner. Actually, there are still many topics about ghosts that are very interesting to discuss, but I will only discuss that. So, which team are you on? Do you believe that ghosts exist or ghosts don't exist? Leave your choices and reasons in the comments section.